Kalau dah ready, cakap
Kita orang ready juga. Tak ada
Okay.
masalah.
Kalau dah ready. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To Madam Hajar, we are group 2 from section 909, consists of Alif, me, myself, Mugad, Amirul and Shazwan. Today we are going to present the article 1, which is about the working moms, 8 health issues that affect every working mom. So, for summary from this article, what we get is, here are some of our findings. This article is basically highlighting the topic of working mothers and its effect. There are many factors that led to these mother health problems, such as lack of sleep and stress. Mention too that these mothers will also get some other diseases, such as insomnia, obesity, and especially heart diseases, which also included mental health diseases, such as anxiety and hyperstress. So before that, I would like to invite the other presenters to present their points. The floor is yours.
Alright. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And very good morning to Ms. Hajar. So the first one, the economic theory that we can relate to the article is the empirical test. So empirical test is an evidence-based approach to study and interpretation of information. Testing the preliminary statement based on evidence known as empiricism. This is to prove whether the pattern of human behavior is consistent most of the time. This empirical evidence is essential in developing a theory, which means, in other words, the empirical test is an evidence from the test. So, what can we conclude or what we can relate the empirical test with the statement from the article? The first one is women with job stress. Women with a job stress has a 40% higher chance of getting a cardiovascular disease. 75% of working women suffer from one health problem or another. And the last one is more than 80% of working women were found to be suffering from at least one stress-related health issue. So from this article, we can see the UK researcher have made a survey, and this is the result from the survey that can be the evidence from the survey. So next, I will pass the presentation to Shazwan. Sorry, to Amirul Afif.
Okay, so I will present about the positive statement for the another economic concept. So first of all, what I wanted to share with you guys. Actually, positive statement is related to the empirical test that brother Ali Zikri already explained. Okay, so what is positive statement? So positive statement, this is the definition that I get from internet because it is more simple and easier to understand. So the definition is the concerns of what is, was, or will be, and contains no indication of. So as it simplified, it can also known as what it should be. So from my understanding, positive statement is actually a facts that come out from the tests that have been done by the researcher, by study from smart people that wanted to know the real product, the real issue, the facts that the statement that cannot be argued. Okay, the statement that cannot be argued. That's why the positive statement is actually contrast with normative statement, because normative statement is arguable statement. So normative statement is very different from positive statement because it arguable, because normative statement is about when we talk the statement that can make someone argue about it. Okay, for example, I would say this shirt is this shirt that I wear right now is better than Alif Zikri shirt. So some might say that Alif Zikri shirt is better than mine, but some might say that mine is better. So it's arguable. That's why that is very opposite from the meaning of the positive statement. Okay, so the positive statement is actually facts that cannot be argued. Okay, and then last definition, it is based on the empirical evidence. Okay, like I said just now, it's actually related to the empirical tests that have been done. Okay, and then this is some positive statement from the article. So the first one, it is not difficult to imagine the condition in country like ours, where the major onus of domestic responsibility falls on a woman, whether working or not. This is the statement that will come out from the test that have been done by the researcher. And then the second one is stress, lack of sleep, absence of physical activity, sitting for long, workload, and poor eating habits lead to serious illness in working moms. So this one is also come out from the test that have been done by researcher. Okay, so this is a bit about the positive statement from the article that I can get. So I hope you guys will understand what is positive statement. Okay, so I will pass the presentation to Brother Shazwan.
Okay, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Untuk media belajar. Okay, so now I will presenting about the choice and the opportunity cost. So opportunity cost is the next best alternative that we must sacrifice as we choose a good or an action. Once a choice is made, there must be another option that must be foregone. This foregone option is the opportunity cost to the chosen good. So basically, opportunity cost is come when there is a thing that we need to make a decision. So the first decision, the first best decision that we decide is we can consider it as opportunity cost. So from the article, first, young mother attending to a child and feeding an infant in the night are sleep deprived. Most working moms get less than 8 hours of sleep per day. So the opportunity cost from this is working moms sacrifice her and their sleeps in day to get less than 8 hours of their sleep to take a look for their child. So the second one, most new moms are back to work even when they are breastfeeding. However, the stress of this can take breastfeeding their baby or their child. So the last statement, working mother are unable to take time out for themselves and have poor dietary habits leading to weight gain. So the opportunity cost from this is they have working mothers have not enough time to have a good dietary habits, so it will leading to weight gain, and it is not good for their health. So that's all from me.
Thank you, presenters, for the explanation. In a nutshell, we can say that empirical test is about testing the fact, while the positive statement itself is the fact that can be tested as true or false. Last but not least, is the choice and opportunity cost, which is about letting go of something when we choose to get something. In conclusion, to conclude the points given by the presenters earlier, it is easy to say that the empirical test of this article shows that the hypothesis of working mother and health problem is proven to be correct and further supported by the concept of positive statement. The statement mentioned that the fact of this problem is happening and proven to be true. Last but not least, the concept of choice and opportunity cost is shown when the mother have to choose between their health and their working time. So that's all from us. Thank you, madam.